Okay guys, cheers. Thankfully we got some coffee as we arrived. Chrissy's done an absolutely spectacular job. Let's go around this side a little bit. So you can see here, there's a specific loading ramp that's been built for the elephants at Kester from Conservation Solutions specs. And it looks like, so we've got one adult female in the first crate. Then in the second section of the first crate, there is a female and a calf of about 1.5 years. And then 2 adult females. Now they are awake a little bit, so Pete's probably going to tranquilize them. Otherwise they're going to come out a bit too hot. And then for the next little while, these ellies will just be left alone. No one's going to go near them just while they settle into the new reserve. I will have a look for questions, guys. I do apologize. The team has been on the road for 32 hours since we started at Phinda yesterday. Or was it the day before? I can't remember. So yeah. We need to move the landy. Back or behind that knob thorn. Okay. So of course it's not only us who've been up for a long time. Chrissy and Co have been with us the whole way looking after the elephants, and as I said, an incredibly difficult job to drive a vehicle where the weight is constantly shifting. So normally when you carry a vehicle that's got a heavy weight, you tie it down, it doesn't move. But of course you've got awake elephants now, and they can move and sit side to side, and you can actually sometimes see which side the elephants are lying. Shamsung, there are no other elephants in the reserve. Oh, that's the little... No, that's not the little one. That's one of the big females. And I mean, if we're tired, imagine what it's been like for them. They've had some naltrexone, elephant Xanax on the trip just to keep them a bit calm. So we'll have a chat to everyone, so it might not be too much talking at the moment. And we're just going to figure out where we're going to be. So VM's is going to be running farmland control, but obviously VM and Matthew have been critical to this whole thing. So he's going to want to watch this in real life, I think. So once everything's set up, then VM, we're just going to wait for Kwesi to tell us where's the best place to be. Maybe even sit on the cab of the roof, the roof of the... let's go see Uncle Pete's a bit far away for signal. We'll wait for him to come back. So we're here with my dad. He doesn't like cameras, so we won't put him on camera too much. But this is actually quite a special thing for him.
Yep, it's a 30-year cycle that this has been. So the very first adult elephants we moved with Thorny Bush some 30 years ago from Zimbabwe, and then we bought another group from the Kruger Park the next year, which were the first adults out of Kruger Park, and possibly one of these cows is one of those that we brought in 30 years ago. And Phinda was a pioneering place that created this entirely different value system around what we call natural capital nowadays. So we created a value in wildlife and wild areas.
That's why I'm chasing after you, Dad.
So anyhow, look, I'm not particularly happy. I prefer to be asked questions than make statements. So.
But there we go. Well, we'll let him run away. I'll go back on here. I got him back for all the embarrassing he did of me as a kid, so we've been trying to get him on camera for ages. So yeah, very, very special for us. And I mean, Phinda and growing up on Phinda played a massive role in probably, definitely of who I am today and my love for the bush. And obviously that's to do with my dad and that. So very, very special to have these elephants back. Oh, I'm getting a little bit emotional. Must be lack of sleep.
Right, okay.
This is no.
Yes, it's okay.
Okay.
I'm going to just check them quickly.
Ja, ja. Kussie, dan sal jy daar bo wees? Of nee? Is it all right? Thank you. Okay, so we're going to go sit on top. Om jou te help. Ja, nee, ek weet.
Wait, no,
Okay, ja, ja, ja. Okay, we're back. So, Kwesi and them are just getting the crate ready to open up. And you can hear that female's ready to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to base ourselves here as the elephants come out. So we're going to back, and then I think once they've released the ones out of the back crates, we'll climb up onto the back crates for the release of the ones on the front crates. I think that sounds like a plan, Brian.
It does.
I don't think we should be near an elephant trunk grasping after the amount of sleep we've had. When we were catching the incredible team from Conservation Solutions. And just while we've got this little bit of moment of quiet, it's just an absolutely, it's been absolutely phenomenal. The and Beyond Phinda Conservation team, actually the whole and Beyond team, the rangers, everyone we met while we were there was just amazing and helpful and interested and keen. And a very, very special thanks needs to go out to Simon Naylor and to Craig for just being most accommodating and awesome people and looking after a place that's very, very special to my family and doing such a fantastic job of it. Jawohl. Okay. 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 Matthew? They're going to open. So guys, just if the elephant does decide to come this way, just move directly behind the truck. You can see these guys are absolute pros. Part of Kester's team that moved over 500 elephants in Malawi. So I've opened the door just enough that they can get up where it's safe. Oh, thank you, Darcy. So I'm not going to really be looking at questions and comments at the moment, guys. We're going to just be focusing on what's happening here. So that is a cattle prod. She doesn't want to come out, even though she was making all the noise. So she might just be facing the wrong way from the door. So obviously with an elephant, a cattle prod doesn't really do anything. There we go. There's a bum. Yeah, so she was facing the wrong way. So she might come out here. There we go, there's a trunk. There's a trunk. Oh, it's mom and baby coming out first. There we go. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Isn't that absolutely awesome? Thank you, Boo. Jeremy, we will be having an Animal World live on this in a later stage, and we will explain a little bit more about why the elephant interaction industry isn't that good, but let's not get into that to now. Let's keep on the focus. Isn't this incredible? That is the world's ever first live release of African elephants into the wild. I saw a few comments there about people wondering why. So Phinda is a fenced reserve. It is a very big fenced reserve, but the ecologists and whatnot do a lot of research and a lot of work to figure out what is the right number of elephants that area can hold. So the carrying capacity. So, oh, I think we're going to have another one very shortly. Hi, Dimitri. Good to have you here as well. So this reserve doesn't have elephants. Phinda was getting too many elephants. So that is why the elephants are being released here into the Rietspruit Game Reserve. And you can see those little gates that are being slid out. So that would have separated the two adult elephants, in particular the adult elephant with the calf from the other adult elephant. So mom is very careful. It's incredible. They don't seem to step on the calf or anything. The calf is woken up first. So while mom's waking up, they can actually move around and get out of the way. Monique, no, we caught them at Phinda yesterday morning, and we are releasing them into the Rietspruit Game Reserve. Well, we've been up for 31 hours. The darts went in, Brian, about 11, 12.
11:05.
11:05, first dart went in. Shamsung, the males will be coming in a couple of months. Thank you, Yvonne. Pam, I think that's an excellent idea. Yes, let's just focus on this incredible, very, very emotional time, and just this amazing thing that there are now elephants, well, 2 so far, free roaming the Rietspruit Reserve. Now, like as we said, Phinda has a carrying capacity, so does the Rietspruit, and that's why a small herd was chosen, and some bulls will be brought in later. So there will be a bit of room for breeding, but like Phinda, there will have to be contraception on the animals, but we will discuss that at a later stage. Shamsung, a lot of money is how much something like this costs. That's awesome, Riandi. Linda, we will be releasing a video in about 2 weeks or so, showing you how we got them into the vehicle. So we live streamed getting them into the vehicle yesterday, for a client who had booked that as an exclusive experience, and we will be showing you a behind the scenes of how all of that works in the next little while. But in the short, basically, they are put to sleep, and then there's a crane that loads them into the crates. Thanks, Darcy. Actually, I'm not sure what this herd's name. It might be somewhere, but I will find out if this herd does have a name. Yes, but I definitely feel their pain after being in a vehicle for as many hours as they have. Now, they'll be able to find each other very quickly, obviously with that low rumble communications. Oh, there we go. Oh, big girl. Isn't she beautiful? So I'm just moving Brian and whatnot. She's just looking in this direction. We don't want her to come chase us this side. So obviously a little bit tentative about her new surroundings. She is a big, beautiful girl. She's had a very long sleep. We think the matriarch is the mom of the baby who went out first. Might hear the guys trying to clap to get her off the ramp. You see she's sniffing very quickly. Brian, just be ready to jump, Ham. Maybe not less stressed, but maybe still some remnant elephant Xanax, because she was making quite a bit of a fuss when we stopped at about 3 this morning. She doesn't want to listen to Zulu. They will find each other very quickly, Mandy. There we go. No, wrong way, girl. I think it's just a little bit of elephant Xanax that she still needs to wear off. There we go. That's a step in the right direction, big girl. Rosemary, the nearest waterhole is less than 50 meters. The Boskamp waterhole that you guys might know from the live camps. Those are mammary glands or breasts, but she is not with calf currently. Dankie. He's just picking up sand every now and then. Her right leg looks fine. I think it could just be the angle. Jeremy, there are 5. Julie's parked her car on the way home from work. You can actually hear one of the ellies. Oh. Can you hear the ellies still in the crates talking? Get ready to jump, Brian. Thank you, Darcy. Now, unfortunately, the others in the crate talking might actually be heeding her departure. She's talking back to them. Okay, guys, let's come back. Okay, come round. Okay, Brian, you can come back. She seems to be a bit peckish. Lambil. No problem, Pete. We wish you were here. Just be careful, guys. Okay, she picks up on where we are. She might come investigate. I wonder if the bush willows in Limpopo taste the same as in KwaZulu-Natal. Look at her tail just swishing away like she doesn't have a care in the world. However, this is not the most ideal situation for us because we want to get all the elephants out of the crate, and we can't actually safely, the guys can't actually safely work while she's doing that. What were you doing?
Sorry?
What you going to do? Just reverse and...
I think at the trailer, all of them are out.
Yeah, so it's just this one.
Yeah. Now I think we must close back the doors and then we must try to reverse.
Reverse, okay. Amful, is it okay if we go on top of the empty trailer? Oh, no, there's still an elephant in there. Okay. No, we won't climb on that trailer then. There's still an elephant there. Huh? Possibly. So I think you reverse at the same time as them. But they, not yet. They still got to close the sliding doors and stuff. We just come in now, get in from the other side, Vim. From passenger side. Okay. It sounds like they're trying to chase another one out, but we just very much limited to where we can move. Helene, by instinct, a lot of the tree species are the same, so it shouldn't be a problem. Now, when it comes to naming the animals, that will be up to the reserve. What do you want to do? You want to reverse or?
Yeah.
Is there still one in the back? No. Only in the front one? Okay. So, guys, we're going to stay behind this vehicle while they reverse. And VM's going to reverse with them. I can hear Costa saying, "Hamba sisi, hamba sisi, hamba." Go, go, run away. Go, sissy, sister, go.
Breakfast.
Ja, lambiek. Kwessie, as ons bo op daai een, daar is geen olifant is, dit is alright. As jy okay. Dankie. Nee, ek weet. Chop. So what we're going to do is once Kwessie's managed to reverse, we're going to jump up on the empty crate, so we actually just be above and try to get a nice visual of them leaving. But she's still just munching away. That is my phone. Naughty Brent. Oh, thank you, Michael. Sure, Shamsung. What we'll do is we'll do that. We're going to do a really nice big. Brian's going to be working on this for some time. A really proper sort of half an hour, 45-minute show, and we will put all that type of stuff in there. Oh, sorry, I'm not reading. I'm not reading the comments. I'm too busy watching what's going on. I'm pretty sure the mom and calf will definitely be able to hear these rumbles. Elephants can hear these rumbles from large distances. Okay, Brian, watch out. Vem's going to reverse as well. Thank you, Jeremy. Susan, not all. There's still 2 more that still need to be released. You ready to do some climbing? Brian, Matthew? Oh, they're ready to go, these guys. Is jy reg daar?
Ja, ik klim af daar kan. Ik wil niet door wat is die plan.
Not yet.
Wanted one to go out and
Okay, so they're waiting for the hungry lady to move away. She's disappearing into the bushes over there. And we're going to climb up on the empty crate. Dizzy, I'd also really want out if I'd been in that crate for as long as we were in that Land Rover. Around 24 hours. No, not quite that bad. 12 hours. 11 hours in the crate. Thank you, Rosemary. So that's quite unusual behavior. Normally they storm out at a rate of knots. It's going to be easier, I think, guys, to climb up from the ramp side. While we're there, we can have a look at the ramp. And you can see here with those tentative steps where she was just smelling the earth. You can actually even see the saliva. Oh, I felt a raindrop. Annalise, how do you decide which elephants to take? You generally take a family group. So you want an intact family group with the social structures already there. And so related females with their offspring. In this case, it happens to be 4 females, adult females, and 1 little boy calf. And that just depends on the family group. There were some young bulls with this family group, but they were at the age where they were already going to move away from the group. So they weren't taken. How incredible. How many people did it take us to catch them? 2 helicopters, a ground team from Kester and everyone. Probably how many people do you think, Brian? 20, 30? And it takes 2 to offload. Oh, and 3, of course, we can't forget Pete. Thank you, Fran. Sure, Annie. Exactly, Shamsung. For genetic reasons, the males will indeed come from somewhere else. They're going to actually unhitch the trailer. So then I don't think we want to be on top, do we? Matthew? Brian? Kwessie, vat jy die trailer af? Jy vat die trailer af? Okay. I think maybe we go, Matthew, off you go if you want to film from there. Run away before we let the elephants chase you. Exactly, yeah. So, Dizzy, yes, they're up until today, there was 0 elephants in this area. Nice to have Fran in New Zealand with us. Dizzy, the elephants are originally from Phinda, but they're from stock of elephants from Kruger and Zimbabwe originally. The first relocations were done in 92 into Phinda. So Heidi, Phinda is not quite overpopulated yet, but they're getting very close to their carrying capacity. So they wanted to remove some females and possibly bring in some new genetics. That's not actually elephants, that's the disconnecting of the trailer. So obviously these trailers have to be very, very securely tightened and with hydraulics often. Yeah, that sounded like it went. And again, incredible, this is operated by 2 people. Canadian, yes, Rietspruit is a closed reserve. It's the same reserve where Bucket and Mabai live. Dizzy, unlikely. This family has been relocated twice, but they carry the genetics of the originals, or possibly one of the big cows is Hamba. Oh, Vim! Vim! Need you to move. Where? Go forward, Vim. Kat, yes, Pete Rogers from ProVet is still here with us. He's watching from over there just to make sure that any of the elephants don't come out not looking well, or if they needed any medical treatment after their travels. Thank you, Wendy. They're going to open this one straight out the back. Where do you want to be, Brian? This is a little bit more complicated now. Where should we base ourselves?
Maybe we go
up on there. Because there's that hatch. This is the Ellie that tried to grab Kwesi this morning. Now, when you get to see the highlights of the actual capture, the release is a lot more simple. Maybe just, no, maybe not. I'm trying to think.
Pause. Straight.
Shamsung, the badger is being towed because we took it to Phinda. So we've literally traveled the whole way. We left at 6:30 yesterday evening. We loaded up the badger after the elephant capture was finished, and we arrived at just after 10 this morning. So we drove through the night with the elephants.
Pause. Oh. I will check.
Yes, no, Pam. Driving the badger for 14 hours, 15 hours. If we had just driven the badger, actually we probably would have gone at the same time. I think Matthew worked it out with the stops and everything. We averaged about 33 kilometers an hour. It's a very long drive. Thank you, Nora. Okay, Kwesi, waar kan ons staan? Op daai trailer. Yep. Should we go up? We're going to go climb on the trailer. We're going to go climb on that other trailer there. Just Wimpy, let us know if we possibly lose signal. Maybe it's Wim. He's going to reverse back to us. Brian, I think it's going to have to be a teamwork job, this one. Put the iPad there. Don't want to flash you all. Okay, you want to pass me the camera? Oops. Let's not drop the camera. Okay. Different perspective. There we go. Isn't that beautiful? Drakensberg Mountains. And what we're hoping, watch out, the big hole, Brian, is they're going to run around in front of us in a similar direction to which the mom and youngster did. Sharp! I'm going to take a seat, get comfy, enjoy it. Oh no. I've lost my YouTube. It decided to update. Let me just grab one. Okay, got it back. Okay, now the last two. They might even come out together. Isn't this just absolutely amazing? Now, if they don't want to come out sometimes, you've got to help them out. And you'll see Kusi climbing up. And if they are still suffering from a little bit of a elephant Xanax, prod with a normal cattle prod. It's not any big fancy. Might be facing the wrong way. Oh. These ones are a little camera shy. Okay. Okay, I think. So what the guys are trying to do is just get them out of that front grate completely, and then they can at least close that. As I said, they're probably still a little bit drowsy. Hurry up, hurry up. Oh, sounds like one might be ready to leave. Thank you, Darcy. Very funny, folks. That. There we go. That's a boy. Was that a girl? That's. I'm fine now. No, one side. Alright, it's a girl. Going the same way the last female did. Not quite as relaxed or hungry, it seems. One more to go. Darcy, unfortunately not. Like us, when we're done, it's going to be the end of the broadcast. They've also been up throughout the whole night. So they, like us, are going to be rushing for bed. They're probably just going to sleep right now because they've got to drive 1,000 kilometers tomorrow back to their home base. Hi, Martin. Julie, one has a turn back test. I think that is the last one we're waiting for. Apparently her nickname at Phinda was Little Dentine. Really doesn't want to come out. Put a B in there, says Liz. Darcy, we will express your thanks. Pam, yes. They do this type of work enough that they are permanently employed as game capture experts by Conservation Solutions. They don't only do elephants, but they do buffalo, hippo, rhino, any and all things might be done by Conservation Solutions. Hello, Hannah and Alison. Ja, slopen. Is op. Looks like they're trying a different trick now. Helene, the matriarch will successfully lead the herd by instinct. CJ, the elephants traveled 700 odd kilometers from yesterday to this morning. Thank you, Boo. Yes, Cat, it is. Oh dear, sorry, Cat. Well, I'm glad you've been here live with us, even though the birds are singing at home. Thank you, Pam. Julie, we wish we were doing 55 kilometers an hour. We worked it out. I think we're doing 34 or 33 kilometers an hour for the majority of the trip. There's always one, isn't there? Our pleasure, Nora. And there we go. That's dentine or little dentine. And with the different size, or the one tusk going up. Watch the hole behind you, please, Brian. Off she goes. Now they will find each other quite quickly. He was holding a cattle prod in his hand. Okay. So guys, we still have a long way to go. Well, not nearly as far as we do, but we've still got quite a distance to go to get home. And as I said, we've been on the road. Well, we've actually been up since 3:30 a.m. yesterday. Obviously, we did have some naps, and we swapped. VM and I swapped driving. Brian also and Matthew also had a little nap. But just a very, very, very special thank you to obviously the Rietspruit Reserve, Dirk Skummen, Dex from YPO for the live streaming of the capture yesterday morning, to Kester and his whole team at Conservation Solutions, especially these guys here who managed to get these ellies out, and of course to Simon Naylor and his conservation team back at Phinda. Absolutely amazing. I'm sorry my brain is fried. I will be back and being able to be more coherent and tell you more stories next week, but I've got to go, not next week, in about 3 weeks, because I've got to go to Zambia next.